Hello, friends, and welcome into another edition of 5-Footer Fridays, where we focus on all things putting. And by the way, you might want to pay attention to the notes, the comments below the video, because this week we're giving you a chance to win a putter from our friends at Cleveland Golf. Bill Hobson here, happy to be joined by Casey Shultz, who is a senior product manager in the world of Cleveland Golf. And last week, Casey, we talked about a blade version of a Frontline Elite putter, and today we are stepping into a beauty with a little bit of a wingback look to it.
Yeah, so this is the Elevado in our Frontline Elite family. It
Elevado,
has,
I just like the name.
yeah, absolutely. So this one comes with the slant neck. It's going to have a lot of the same technologies we talked about with the blade last week, but we've also got one new one here, which is the 2135 alignment. So you're going to see that top line there is actually going to be at 21.35 millimeters off the ground, which is exactly halfway to the center of a golf ball. What this means is no matter where your eyes align, whether it's perfectly over the ball or a little bit on the inside or on the outside of the ball, you're going to be getting a alignment that is still facing directly at the hole. No matter where the alignment is above that or below that, you're going to be getting something that's a little bit misaligned if your eyes aren't perfectly centered and could be pointing you to either the outside or the inside of the cup, allowing you to miss putts based on poor alignment and no fault of your own in the actual stroke. So with this alignment technology, which we've got featured on all of the mallets this generation, it's going to allow for a player to set up, have confidence in their aim, and ensure that they're always going to be making putts on the proper line with the hole. And hopefully having a better setup will lead to more made putts.
All right, break that down for me one more time. 2135. And
Correct.
that indicates what? I've not heard that
Yeah.
combination before.
Yeah. So that's exactly the middle of the equator of a golf ball. So
Okay.
golf ball is whatever that's doubled as the height millimeter wise of a golf ball. I guess there's a few oddballs out there now that are actually larger. So maybe there's
Yeah.
1% of golf balls in the market that don't fall into that. But a typical tour size golf ball that will be exactly in the center. So that alignment will line up directly in the middle of that, which ensures that your eye line and the golf ball are going to be consistently aligned with the hole. Any other alignment is going to fall at a different part on the golf ball, and that eye line connection will face you one way or another and won't be necessarily directly where you're trying to face the ball.
What do you find is the advantage of a winged back instead of a solid back like you would have maybe in the old Rossi from Callaway or from Odyssey? What's the wing bring us?
Sure. I mean, I think a lot of it's personal preference. It certainly does shift the weight to an extent a little bit back, though we have some technologies in here that will be designed to move that forward with the tungsten face and everything. But generally, there's players that are just very comfortable with the look, especially here being a toe hang model, seeing something that swings back and forward in that way and has some alignment features with the wing kind of tracking your stroke path. A lot of putting is just personal preference and what'll give you confidence at address. So especially when it comes to choosing a mallet for you, I think a lot of it is what just suits your eye, what'll make you feel confident when you're addressing a putt, and will make you feel like you're going to make the most on the green is likely the best putter for you.
So in the industry, would you consider this a mallet or is it kind of a hybrid?
Yeah, I would definitely call this in the mallet category.
One of the things that I'm always curious about when we look at different putters, and I'll pull out the one that we talked about last week, and again, eye of the beholder, right? That's something that we've been talking about. When you look down at address, down at your putter, and we see either a slant or an offset like that, what's the primary difference between the two, and how might a golfer be best guided to pick out the right one?
Sure. I mean, I think between these two, these are going to both be sort of slide arc type of shapes. So the slant neck and the plumber's neck here comes a lot down to personal preference again. I would say there's more of a difference when you get into a single bend or even, some center shafted putters out there where that's going to facilitate more of that straight stroke. Both of these are going to facilitate that sort of slide arc, more feel type of stroke for some players. They're also built with a smaller grip than some of our other offerings. So for a player with more of a slide arcing stroke, I think these are both really good options. And then plumber's neck versus slant neck is mainly personal preference. Do you prefer the look of a little bit more offset and the ball sitting more closer to the hosel in a visual sense, or does that slant neck and a little bit of a smaller neck prefer the look to your eye? I think it's a lot down to what you feel is best. But both of these models are very well designed for a large portion of players out there that have a slight arc stroke.
And we did talk briefly last week, and I want to give you the chance to reiterate again, in the world of premium putters, prices can be pretty high. The Frontline Elite is kind of coming into a more budget-friendly range, right?
100%. Yeah. I mean, we really targeted putting as much technology in these putters as we could for, an affordable price point. So currently they're both at $199.99 with the standard shaft and $249.99 with what is, again, an amazing upgrade with that UST all-in steel graphite combination shaft. It's pretty tough to beat the deal you're getting for a $249 with a shaft like that included. So it's a really affordable price point putter for all the technology, the adjustable sole weights, which you could get a kit and adjust yourself if you'd like. There's so much thrown into these with the premium grips and everything included for $199.99. It's a pretty hard deal to pass up.
Yeah, very good. Well, as we did last week, every one of our 5-footer Friday features ends when I make 5 in a row from 5 feet. And so I'm going to be giving this one a test. And I'm more of a mallet guy, so I'm anxious to see how well I perform with the 2135. Casey, I'm going to be throwing that combination around like I've got some inside scoop in the industry.
There you go.
You got the 2135 there. I think I'm going to sound very impressive when I do that. So thanks so much for the insight, and I cannot wait to hit a few putts.
Absolutely. I bet it won't take you many.
I hope you're right.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We can save you some big money when you buy your next putter or other golf gear. Go online to mgltv.com/shop and be sure to use promo code MGL25. And don't forget, subscribe to the Michigan Golf Live YouTube channel. We'll see you next time on another edition of 5-Footer Fridays.